Hey Denton, Viola here. How you doing? I wanted to quickly run through your website here and go over a couple of your competitors and then just talk about a couple of things I can help you with. For starters, I love the color choices you chose for your website. Very clean, straight to the point. I am going to suggest though that you do add a phone number here and make it clickable because 99% of the people that land on your website will be using their mobile phone. So you want to make it pretty easy for them to be able to reach out to someone. All right, now let's keep going. Okay, some pictures. And that's it. Okay, so Google likes to see at least 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on the homepage specifically, and that's for two reasons. Because Google has crawlers, so they're crawling the site because they're trying to figure out exactly what areas you serve and what services you offer. So imagine if you had on here a bunch of times Atlanta's Electricians or Electricians Atlanta, Google's going to be willing to put you higher up in the search results so that people will be able to find you and you'll be able to outrank your competitors. So for example, if somebody goes to Google and they type in Electrician Atlanta, Georgia, the first thing we see are the Google paid ads, right? And here's some more paid ads. And then you see this section right here. This is the map pack section. And the strategy to win here is to find out exactly how many citations does a top company have. And all a citation is simply a business directory. So your business name, address, and phone number listed throughout different business directories across the World Wide Web, such as Yext, Yellow Pages, White Pages, even Thumbtack, LinkedIn, you name it. All of these are different citations that you can get. So the strategy here is to find out exactly how many citations does Mr. Call Enterprises have. If they have 300, for example, then you want to make sure that you're getting at least 400 to 500 so that you are outranking them every single month after month after month, because these top three companies are getting the bulk of the leads when somebody is looking for an electrician in Atlanta. And you and I both know if we click on this, we're going to find about 10 other pages of businesses that are doing the same thing you're doing, but only these top, nobody goes past page 1 for anything on Google, right? Then you have this section down here. This is the organic section. This company is in the #1 spot. Notice something, they're also ranking up here. They're paying for an ad as well. But that paid ad has nothing to do with this organically. This is totally separate. They're even beating Yelp. So I went ahead and pulled that page up. And this is their website here, Mr. Sparky. Notice they do have that phone number up here. So, like I said, the hardest part is getting people to your website. 9 times out of 10, when they reach your website, they're not going to read the whole thing. They just want to call somebody. But the purpose for having content, let's see how much content they have on here before I tell you if you need to add some. Yeah, they have a good amount. So I would say add at least 1,500 to your homepage, and you guys can outrank them all day when it comes to that. The content isn't necessarily for human beings. It's really for the Google robots. That's who's crawling the website. The robots don't care what the site actually looks like. It's the placement and it's the strategy behind it that they're looking for. And there's a lot of links here, so I'm going to suggest you do that. Add some links as well too. All right, now the next thing I'm going to go over, if you take a look at this tool that I use called RFs, it just lets me see the back end of a website and what's going on with it. The first thing we see essentially is a DR, and that is a power flow from Google, and then the UR is a trust flow. Both of these numbers are increased by something called a backlink, and all a backlink simply is an endorsement from another company that has a clickable link on it. So when somebody clicks on that website and they click on that link from that website, it will take them straight to your website and it will transfer over the trust and the power flow to your website as well. So obviously this is clickable, and I could go in here and see what's working for them and how it could work for you, but I want to get in front of these keywords. So let's see, Electrician Atlanta. This is telling us that 800 people look for this keyword on a monthly basis. This company is in the #2 position for it, and they get 220 calls per month or 220 visits to their website just from this one keyword. Then you see Atlanta Electrician, totally different keyword. 700 people look for that keyword on a monthly basis. This company is in the #2 position, and they get 161 visits for that keyword. So notice they're ranking higher for these keywords than they are for their own business name, for their branded keyword. You see what I'm saying? So the strategy here is these are the type of keywords that you want to have integrated just as it is, not the way that you have, not Atlanta's trusted electric. That's not the same. You want to make sure that it's this keyword, Electrician Atlanta, blah, 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 or something, something Atlanta Electric. It needs to be exactly like this, integrated within your site, because the more people that are going to be able to find you is going to turn into the more customers that you're going to, or the more calls you get. And of course, the more customers that you'll be able to land and relationships you'll be able to build. Lastly, I want to show you your business in the same exact tool. This is pretty normal. Congratulations actually on just getting this particular site launched. I know it's fairly new. So this is very typical for anyone who hasn't really been represented by a marketing company or done any marketing on their own as yet. So, but kudos to you again on that. Honestly, though, if you want to see these numbers increase to look a little bit more like what they are receiving, they're getting about 792 calls per month, then you just got to implement those few things. I'll go ahead and run it over again. You want to make sure you get some more content into that homepage, get some keywords into that content, and get some high-powered backlinks to power up those keywords. Okay. I noticed that you do have a Google business profile. Kudos to you on that, because this has everything to do with this section that I was communicating with you about here. So you do have it. However, this is a location based. So this section right here is based on location only. So if your business name, address, and phone number is listed for specifically Lithonia, Georgia, you will have to submit another one and create a Diodes LLC Atlanta, or Diodes Atlanta LLC, something like that. And it will be like you have another company, almost like you are, but there's a strategy behind it. If you want help with that, I could definitely help you with that. But other than that, I'm going to suggest you add some more photos. You have about 4 photos or 3 photos in here, and I could tell by your IG page, you guys have a lot of work that you did, and you've taken great photos of them. So add all of these photos in there. Okay. That's going to help every single day. Do something on here, at least 5 times a week. Add something in here. That's going to help you. Add a photo, put that your clothes on Thanksgiving if you are, or that the hours may be more, just add something. Also, there is an opportunity for you to add up to 750 words in a bio in this Google business profile. That's a free opportunity for you to add some of these keywords into that, directly into Google. So whatever it is you're trying to be found for, make sure you're utilizing your top keywords, and you will be higher up in the search results. Trust me. That's why when people go to Google and they search like Electricians Atlanta, there's always an images option. And that's because these images are saved as exactly those keywords, Atlanta Electrician, and and then they go straight to the website that created that picture. Speaking of which, if I go to your website, you want to save these pictures as those keywords. Right now, these pictures are saved as these numbers. This is what the robots see. They don't see Atlanta Electrician, XYZ, and always name each one of them differently. So get creative with those keywords, okay? All right, I think I went way over my time. Thank you so much for taking the time out to chat with me, Denton, earlier. I hope you find this video very, very helpful. And of course, if you would like to chat, my information will be inside of the email. If you want to partner, we can talk about that as well too. But other than that, I hope you have a blessed day. Take care.